Hello, Bridgit or Mallory. Um, that was a good meeting. Thank you very much for the demonstration. I think you got a client out of Scott. He's definitely interested. It can certainly save him $50 a month. That's for sure. Yeah, I think that maybe if you're still interested in feedback, what you may have learned from us, or what learning from guys like us, is to stay away. But no, it's just that our level of construction is so human. It's just so difficult to automate. But Scott has his one guy with an iPad, and he the lines of communication are not very far in Scott's organization. The guy with the iPad just has to yell downstairs and say, George, pick up the trowel and fix X, Y, and Z. And when it comes to subcontractors and a plumber coming by and all that sort of stuff, I really don't know who handles that, whether it's his guy on the job or whether it's him. So I'm not sure. By the way, this is this program that I use to record things. I'm actually designing an addition on this horrible little place in Kingston from here. These are friends of friends, and they looked at my website and they liked what they saw, and thought that I could snazz up their little shoebox. And so I just went there and had a look. I didn't even measure anything. Well, I measured a couple of measurements so that I could get some sort of sense of scale. So that with the photographs, I basically put their, in a video, I put their house into a 3D program, and then I sent back all the measurements that I wanted. And then they got a guy to measure it. And so anyways, I've designed this thing from here, from Toronto, and in this 3D program. And of course, this is 2D right now, but it does go 3D. And so with that as well, I just don't need to go there. Sorry, that wacky thing sticking out there is sort of a mistake, but there's my way of snazzing it up. And then there's a garage that goes on it too, but that's not on there right now. But anyways, whatever. And then I export that. I use a lot of computer programs, and then I export that into the plan part and some of the 3D into AutoCAD. And you see there's the 3D imported into, but you don't have to, it's once you've designed it in 3D, it just you design it in 2D, but it comes out 3D. So it's great. But anyways, so what Scott and I were talking about afterwards, and why you got to stay away from guys like him, is that it is so human. It's all human basically when it comes down to his level, or our level. The mentality of the guy. Oh, there's a woman construction worker. There you go. But the mentality of the guy or the girl or whatever who does these things, who paints, trowels, electrifies, plumbs, frames. You just don't care about making the guy the boss money. You don't even care almost about keeping track of your hours. It's like any kind of keeping track of receipts and hours and which job the receipt goes to and all that kind of stuff. That just flies out the window when you actually have a real job that you need to do. I don't know why. I mean, I was a construction worker, and I started out as a laborer, and yeah, that's what happened. It's like so what Scott would need is a guy who never gets dirty, who does not have a job to do, who's only interested in problems and efficiency, and that's it. And he can't afford that. He's not big enough. So I have lots of ideas. I have 3 main ones on how to get around that. And in our job, client happiness and satisfaction is huge. It's really a big deal. And it would get around that as well. And it would make the designer happy, and everyone's happy. It would be very inexpensive, and it puts humanity back into it, into an inhuman industry. But anyways, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to ask me. I would be pleased to tell you, but you have to ask. Anyway, good luck with your venture. I think you're going to do really, really well. I really do. I think I really do. You guys you found something. You really did. You struck gold, and way to go. Congratulations. So thanks a lot for the meeting, and you did get a client, and hopefully some feedback that's helpful. And goodbye.